Morning.
Morning.
Hey. Hello. See if I can get everyone signed in. Dana here. Okay, let me keep going. Valeria. Chai. Ariana. Jacqueline Hall. Jessica Heaton.
Yeah, here.
Very good. Natalia Higgins.
Here.
Higgins, good. Zaffa. I guess that's how you
Here.
say it. Okay, good.
Zafira.
Zafira. Okay. My. M-Y. Nicolette.
I'm here.
Good. Marley.
Here.
Margaret.
Here.
Very
Here.
good. Alyssa.
Here.
Brandon. I see Brandon. Okay. I don't hear him, but I see his name up there. Nancy.
I'm here.
Oh, Brandon's connecting. Okay. Nicole. Lisa. Jordan. Mariah. Brenda. Okay, my just came in. Let's see, Morgan,
Here.
Catherine. I don't see Catherine's name. Right. Megan. I
Here.
see Megan. Paige. Amanda and Ewan.
Here.
And okay. Brandon, you were connecting when I called your name, so I marked you in.
Yeah.
Antoine, good morning. How are you? I wish
Morning.
more people would put on your cameras. I see Natalia, you're there. Very good. Yeah, show your faces. Okay. Anyone not sure whether I marked you in? Not sure? Okay. Let's get started. I have quite a bit on the agenda. We have two groups presenting, and I will bring their presentations up. Group 3 will present first. And let me get to their information. All right. And last week, groups did very well. So I do want to remind you, if your name is not on the lesson plan, PowerPoint, you're not to participate and you do not receive a grade. All right, you do not receive a grade if your name is not on the presentation. That being said, I want to get to my group that's presenting today. This group presented last week, I believe. Let me see. Okay, this group presents, yeah. This appears to be group 3, correct? With Jessica, Natalia, and Zafria, correct? Okay. I will let you present your lesson plan and then we'll move to your PowerPoint, and let me make this bigger. All right. So who's here from that group? Who do I have marked? Jessica is here. All 3 members are here. So what you do is you take turns split it up, and all three need to be able to participate. Okay, somebody needs to mute, and only Jessica, Natalia, and Jafira are to present.
Okay, so our target audience are children from age 6 to 10-year-olds. And the statement of purpose is, the purpose of this lesson is to educate children between the ages of 6 and 10 years of age about the importance of a nutritious diet and proper dental hygiene for good oral and general health. And our goals are that the students will understand the importance of a well-balanced and nutritious diet, apply their learnings to their lives in order to achieve and maintain good oral hygiene, and improve their overall comprehension of exceptional nutrition and dental hygiene. And then our objectives, we have to explain the benefits of regularly brushing their teeth and eating healthy, state the side effects of poor nutrition to their oral health, evaluate status of their oral hygiene, and take action to improve it if necessary. And then to discuss the daily oral care together, make educated food choices to avoid enamel breakdown and tooth decay. And students will be able to select the healthier meal option with more nutritional value for their oral health, and perform basic oral hygiene steps and report the time they dedicate to oral care. So for our anticipatory set, it's like 5 minutes, and the instructor will distribute a preset of consisting of the following. Such questions include what types of food do you eat throughout the day? Do you regularly drink soda and or juice? What does a healthy meal consist of? Do you take care of your oral health? If so, what do you do? And what can happen if you do not take care of your teeth? So for our direct instruction, it's 15 minutes, and we will discuss the detriments to oral health resulting from a diet consisting of starches, sugars, and processed foods. The instructor will present a slideshow of food options and discuss the best and worst food options for their teeth. The instructor will have the students participate in a discussion about their own opinions on the importance of brushing and flossing regularly. So our guided practice, it's 10 minutes, and then there students will play an educational game of Kahoot to apply their learnings from the direct instructions. And then the instructor will distribute a list of foods and drinks that would qualify as good and bad for dental hygiene. And the student will categorize the foods and drink as they understand them as good or bad. So then the closure is 5 minutes, and in there we will show a video identifying the appropriate steps of properly flossing and brushing your teeth, and we'll review the impacts on dental health of a diet consisting heavily on sugars and starches. So then the independent practice is also 5 minutes, and the student will take a post-test consisting of one of the questions from the pre-test, as well as an additional 2 questions based on the direct instructions. And then the assessment and follow-up is 5 minutes too. And it will provide students with a list of healthy snacks, drink, and meal alternatives that will benefit their oral hygiene and general health. And they'll distribute a checklist of appropriate daily steps to maintain exceptional oral health. And it will send students home with their own dental hygiene kit, including a toothbrush, toothpaste, floss, and mouthwash. And for our materials, we'll need a pre-test, a Kahoot, a list of good and bad food and drinks, a video representing steps of dental hygiene, post-test, healthy snacks, drink, and meal alternatives, daily dental hygiene checklist, and dental hygiene kit, which includes a toothbrush, toothpaste, floss, and mouthwash.
Professor, you're muted.
Thank you. I know at first I was unmuted, and I said, let me go ahead and mute this while they're going over the lesson plan. Very good job. Like I said, a very clear statement of purpose, their goal. They have those vague verbs. Again, we don't measure the goals because goals will not occur within that time frame of your presentation. Holes may happen a week later, a month later. Again, the word understand, very, very good. That word learn, they will learn, comprehend, improve. Again, they're not measurable. Very good measurable objectives, verbs in the objectives. Explain, state, evaluate, discuss, make. They will select, perform. Well done, well done. Okay. Again, I like to go over because we have groups still coming, and we should be able to see a clear improvement as we move on. The point is you're learning and you're able to apply the information. Okay, here's their PowerPoint.
So our topic is nutrition and dental hygiene recommendations for children aged 6 to 10. And one of the main goals of good oral hygiene is to prevent tooth decay, which are referred to as cavities. And it's permanent damage to the hard surface of your teeth. They develop into tiny holes. Some of the factors that contribute to tooth decay are bacteria in the mouth, snacking often on sugary drinks and foods, and then not brushing your teeth very well. And to prevent tooth decay, you can practice good dental hygiene, so brushing your teeth regularly, brushing immediately after eating sugary foods, and just choosing healthier snack options and seeing the dentist regularly.
Okay, some fun facts about dental hygiene. Sugar bugs love sugar and will use it to make cavities in your teeth. A cavity can be spotted with sensitivity to hot and cold, and if you get a cavity, a dentist can fix it for you.
Steps for proper dental hygiene are brushing at least 2 times a day for 2 minutes each. Floss daily before brushing to release some of the food between your teeth that then you can reach with the toothpaste. You should visit the dentist every 6 months, and you should use mouthwash as extra care against buildup. So some of the what we eat and drink will affect our teeth. So we can choose watery foods such as melons and cucumbers and pears because the water in them will help wash away the sugars on the teeth. Cheese as a snack, then your saliva will wash away your food particles in between brushes. You should avoid sticky, chewy foods like raisins, granola bars, and honey because those are more difficult to be naturally washed off of your teeth. And you should choose healthy sources of calcium like vitamin D, cheese, broccoli, and yogurt. Sugars and carbs will stick to your teeth and they're more likely to cause cavities. And when you're thirsty, you should choose tap water more often than milk, juice, and sodas.
All right, proper versus poor dental hygiene. Proper dental hygiene prevents cavities, prevents gum disease, healthy teeth, and a nice smile. Poor dental hygiene causes cavities, fillings, pulled teeth, gum disease, and bad breath.
Good.
And then the best food for healthy teeth, we have a chart here. It says eggs, fish, meat, nuts and seeds, dairy products, clean water and green tea, seafood, leafy greens, honey, soft fruit, broccoli, and fruits and vegetables. And then food that damage teeth are sunflowers, dried fruit, sugary drinks, citrus fruits, chips, crackers, french fries, bread, pasta, gummy candy, sweets, and coffee. And then we have a video here that demonstrates how to brush and floss your teeth.
Let's see if it works. Can you hear it? No? Wait.
Rushed. Instant corrections make your writing mistake-free, while keeping it short, sweet, and fitting in tone. Join more than 20 million people who use Grammarly's writing assistant every day. Download Grammarly today for better.
There we go.
Yay! Time to brush.
Why do we brush?
We brush to remove plaque and stay clean.
What's plaque?
Plaque is yucky stuff that can stick to teeth. Plaque is bad because it's full of nasty germs. These germs can hurt teeth by making little holes called cavities.
No!
Plaque and cavities make teeth weaker. That's why it's super important to brush all the plaque off every day. To keep healthy teeth, we have to brush for 2 minutes every morning and 2 minutes every night before bed. It's really important to brush your teeth the right way. First, make sure to use a special kid's toothbrush when you brush. Kids' brushes fit little mouths and have soft bristles. Put a little dot, about the size of a pea, of fluoride toothpaste on your brush. Parents have to help babies brush their teeth. And babies can't use fluoride toothpaste. You have to be able to spit to use fluoride. Once you have the toothpaste on your toothbrush, open your mouth wide. Start with the teeth in the back of your mouth and brush in little circles. Work your way to the teeth in the front of your mouth. And don't forget to brush the gums. Move the brush back and forth, gently in short strokes. Brush the top, front, and back sides of each tooth. Make sure you get the insides of all the teeth. When you're done, be sure to spit out all the toothpaste. Don't swallow the toothpaste. It will upset your tummy. When you're done brushing, it's time to floss. Flossing can help remove food and plaque from in between teeth and along the gum line. Parents should start flossing their children's teeth as soon as they have 2 teeth that touch, and they should floss twice a week. When you floss, break off about 18 inches of floss. Wind the floss around your pointer finger. Hold the floss tightly between your thumbs and your fingers. Guide the floss between your teeth using a gentle rubbing motion. Never snap the floss into your gums. When the floss reaches the gum line, curve it into a C shape against one tooth. Hold the floss tightly against the tooth. Gently rub the side of the tooth, moving the floss away from the gum with an upward motion. By the time you're 7 or so, you should be flossing every night at bedtime with your mom or dad's supervision. One other way we can keep our teeth clean and healthy is by eating and drinking healthy foods. Eating healthy foods for breakfast, lunch, and dinner is the best way to keep your teeth and whole body in good shape. If you're hungry and want a snack, try foods like fruit, raw veggies, and low-fat cheese. Stay away from sugary sodas and sweets. If you're thirsty, drink water or low-fat milk. If you brush, floss, and eat right, you'll have a beautiful smile for your entire life. Find a My Kids Dentist location or request an appointment today by logging in at www.mykidsdentistonline.com.
Good job. Wow. Okay. Can you hear me? Okay, good. Because sometimes when I share my sound with a video, sometimes it knocks my audio out. Very good job. Good job. And I think that was your last slide. Yes, it was. Very good job, group. Very good. Let's move to our next group. All right, and again, I'm going to, let's go here. And I believe is Marley and Nikki. You're the 2 presenters.
Okay.
Oh, let me make it bigger. All right. I want everyone to mute except for Marley and Nicolette. I'll even mute.
All right, so you want me to start? Okay. The target audience is children between the ages of 6 and 10. The statement of purpose is the purpose of this lesson is to educate children on how important protein is for their bodies, and how to properly integrate the right amount into your daily diet to prevent the stunt growth. The goal is the children will be able to recall and identify the difference between high quality protein and versus low quality, and use what they learn to incorporate healthy proteins into their diets. The cognitive objectives is children will be able to discuss the importance of a healthy, balanced diet and memorize the 5 food groups. The effective objectives is children will be able to name the 5 food groups of the food pyramid and state which food groups classify as healthy proteins and their favorites. And the psychomotor objectives is children will be able to categorize foods and proteins into their proper food groups and critique healthy, balanced meals versus unhealthy meals.
The instructor will conduct an oral conversation assessment to gauge their prior knowledge of healthy proteins into their everyday diets. The instructor will continue the conversation and transition into a slideshow. Instructor will use slideshow to further explain to audience how protein will help combat stunt growth. Instructor will engage audience in the conversation by asking questions and having discussions, and the instructor will read. Guided practice, instructors will split the audience into teams, and each team will have to come up with a balanced meal. Each team will present their meals, and while the other team and examine and critique. The closure class will review the food groups and high quality proteins versus low quality proteins. Students will share ways they will incorporate more high quality proteins into their diets. Independent practice, instructor will hand out post-instruction questionnaire. Assessment and follow-up, instructor will give audience food pyramid outlines to take home so they can plan their own balanced meals. And the required materials is a slideshow, paper, pencils, questionnaire, food pyramid outline.
You're muted.
Yes, before the group continues to their PowerPoint, I just want to do a quick critique of the lesson plan itself. Good statement of purpose, okay? They started with the word purpose. You could also start with the word aim. In the goal, we need vague verbs that are not measurable. For example, the children will understand the difference. So using the word understand the difference between high quality protein versus low quality protein. And they did use the word learn. So that's a very, very good non-measurable verb to use in your goals. So instead of use, maybe, and they will learn to incorporate healthy proteins in their diet. So always reread that goal and again, use those verbs, understand, learn, what would I say? You can use the word appreciate, okay? Good measurable verbs here, okay? They will discuss, they will memorize, okay? They will name, they will state, categorize, okay? We do have the times here, okay? So it looks like the direct instruction and the guided practice, both together is going to take 10 minutes. What's happening here is the time allotment stopped. So if this is a 45-minute presentation, we have 15 minutes here, so we still have another 30 minutes where maybe 10 minutes could be for guided practice, maybe 10 minutes for closure. So again, always go through your lesson plan, make sure that you know, it's complete and you have added up this time. I always go back and I look at my time allotment. I can move it around. I say, oh boy, I want to spend more time with direct instruction, particularly if you're going to show a slideshow. You may have a video incorporated in there, so you really have to allot for that time. Other than that, good job. Just a little fine tuning there. Now we're going to move to the PowerPoint. And I believe this is I think this is the PowerPoint. Yes, here we go. And okay.
Promoting the intake of healthy protein containing foods for children from ages 6 to 10. The target audience is children between the ages 6 to 10.
Okay.
The purpose of this lesson is to educate children ages 6 to 10 on how important protein is for our bodies. Another reason for this is to show how to properly integrate the right amount of protein into your daily diet to prevent the stunted growth. The first goal is to be able to recall and identify the difference between high quality protein versus low quality protein. Second goal is to be able to use what they learn to incorporate healthy proteins into their diets. Cognitive objectives, children will be able to discuss the importance of healthy, balanced diet and memorize the 5 food groups. Effective objectives is children's age 6 to 10 will be able to name the 5 food groups of the food pyramid and state which foods classify as healthy proteins and pick their favorites. Psychomotor objectives. Children ages 6 to 10 will be able to categorize food groups and proteins into their proper food groups and critique healthy, balanced meals versus unhealthy meals. Wait, I got a question, Miss Patrick.
Uh-huh.
Did everybody have to turn it in for the group or just one person from each group?
Either way, with your names on it, as long as it's been submitted, you get credit for it if your name is on the presentation. Okay? So you're good.
All right.
And let's see if we can get down to, because this is still your lesson plan and your required materials. Okay, what's happening here is your PowerPoint, you should be providing parts of your direct instruction, where now you're going to show how some of your objectives are going to be met. So in your PowerPoint, number one, you do not need to repeat your lesson plan. In your PowerPoint, you want to show what information you're going to be delivering to your participants, and showing how some of your objectives are going to be met. So it's like a little mini presentation of your lesson, okay? So yeah, this group is, they inserted some information here. Now, if they could just, talk about this information here. So they do have some information incorporated here because they have this illustration of how much protein should my child get every day. So if they could just go over this, this is one of their tools to deliver information. So they're delivering information by just presenting this. So just taking the lesson plan out, inserting, and then going over this diagram. And the diagram is it's pretty good. It has the ages 1 to 3. It has 4 to 8, 9 to 13. It's showing the portions of milk, the portions of their whole grains. So again, these are the types of information that you would incorporate in your PowerPoint to show parts of your direct instructions. And then they have another illustration here where they are talking about the importance of protein and fiber in your diet. So if they could just give specific information on what these important foods are in your diet, okay? So again, those are really the two pieces of information I see here, so that as other groups are preparing, you are submitting your lesson plan, then you're going to submit your PowerPoint, and your PowerPoint again is going to be used to show how you are delivering your information during that direct instruction. And as we're seeing the information, we say, okay, I can see how this, because you're going to discuss the importance of healthy, balanced diet. So within this PowerPoint, show what food should be incorporated in that healthy, balanced diet. Memorize the 5 food groups. So you would have the 5 food groups inserted into the PowerPoint, and you can talk about the 5 food groups. Here, name the 5 food groups again and the food pyramid. So again, and by the way, the food pyramid has been replaced by My Plate since around 2011. So make sure you have current information also. We don't use the food guide pyramid anymore. It's the My Plate, okay? And then state which foods classify as healthy proteins and their favorites. So again, listing healthy sources of protein so that they can, find their favorite sources of protein. And here, categorize foods and protein into their proper food groups. So again, this would be that exercise that, they could look at different foods and be able to put them within one of the food groups, showing that they know that meats or chicken or fish or whatever foods they are would go in under the proteins, and then critique healthy, balanced diets versus unhealthy diets. So it seems like you're going to have different meals, and they're going to be able to look at the meals and determine which meals are healthy versus which are unhealthy. So yeah, some of that information should have been incorporated into this PowerPoint, okay? Any questions by anyone in the class? Questions?
I have a question. So is it okay to put your lesson plan directly in the PowerPoint, or you want a separate sheet?
What I want you to realize is that the lesson plan is for your purpose. That's your plan. You're going to follow that to deliver the presentation. So the
Okay.
lesson plan is not for the participants.
Gotcha. Okay, so that should be separate. Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Keep it separate, and your PowerPoint focus on how you're going to be delivering the information for them to be able to achieve the objectives. Okay.
Okay.
Good jobs. And again, it's okay to make errors. We learn from errors. And again, this is many of your first exposure to writing lesson plans and developing a presentation, because that's a huge part of being a dental hygienist. It really, really is, because again, you want people to be able, and we can go back to that first presentation. I learned from that first presentation. I just wanted to point out that when I floss, I let that floss hit my gum. So, because I go up and down, and I learned from that film that I'm not supposed to let it come in contact with my gum. And I'm at the point when you get to the bottom of your tooth, you curve it around so that now you can move it up and down. So it's always something. I don't care what age, but of course at this age, you really want them to get that good fundamental, clear understanding of how to brush their teeth. Very, very good job. Thank you, groups, for presenting. Good jobs. All right. What I want to do now is go back to, and I'm going to close this. Oop, and it kicked me out. Not really. Okay, I'm still in Canvas. I want to go to our outline, so I'm going to go to Home. And again, the outline is where you want to go to keep on track. And we see on the 14th, we had 2 groups to present. You should be now starting on chapter 11, which is on water. And then next week, we have 2 more groups to present, but I can also start going over your minerals. And I did spend some weeks when we were talking about vitamins. I talked about the vitamins. I also have a DVD on vitamins that I want to show you today, because I'm getting ready to post test 4. That will open today. Chapters 9 and 10. Chapter 9 was on your fat-soluble vitamins. Chapter 10 was on water-soluble vitamins. I will post that test, open it up in Mastering Nutrition today, and it will close a week. So next Wednesday at 11:59 at night, it will close in Mastering Nutrition. So I think the class overall has been doing well, keeping up with your tests. Again, the lesson plans, PowerPoints, I see improvement each week. And again, we learn from seeing other groups, their presentations. So again, this is how we work as groups. So each one in the group is to equally participate. What one person understood about the developing of lesson plans, they can share with the other members of the group. Again, if your name is not on the lesson plan and PowerPoint, you do not receive credit. And and this is a group project, so I don't give you a separate assignment. So contact your groups if you have not, real quick, because many of your groups have already started because they're coming up next week. the week after, and so forth. So make sure you are working in your groups to receive a grade for the lesson plan assignment. So that being said, I want to share my screen and I want to show you a DVD. Be patient. This is one of my first times that I've actually used my DVD machine and attempted to show a film. So I'm going to go here and I want to make sure I share my sound, which I did for the group that presented their
question, please.
film. Yes, somebody has a question? Go ahead.
So for the lessons plan, do we need to put the time for each part?
Yes,
Like
you do. You need to have your time allotment starting with the anticipatory set.
Okay, I have another question also.
Oh, did you want to see the example of one of the groups?
I did already.
Okay, all right.
Another question. Now, since I am putting the material on the lessons plan, so I don't need to put them on my presentation or my PowerPoints, right?
No, no.
I don't need to.
No.
Okay.
What you're doing is as you're going through your PowerPoint, you can state, you know, what objective that they will be able to achieve based on the information that's in your PowerPoint. You can do that.
Okay.
But then
Thank you.
definitely I'm able to go back and say, okay, this information is going over the 5 food groups and they do have an objective that they will be able to name the 5 food groups and so forth. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank
So I want to share my sound. Okay, share computer sound. So it looks like I am sharing my computer sound, so I should be okay. I'm going to start this. I did practice a little bit. I'm going to go to next. Please work. Okay, I think it should play. Again, this is on vitamins, okay? Both your water and fat soluble. Can you hear? Yes? Mm-mm. That's okay. Let me. There's something I did wrong. That's okay. I'll get it. Trying to see. Come on. All right, let's see what we get here. As to how much to weigh experts against experts, particularly experts that were directly always look at the effect of the ultimate variability that they have to decide
lot of people are preoccupied with the way they look. Some are trying to bulk up, and others want to slim down. We're interested in the way we look and feel. In fact, we are so interested that we as Americans spend approximately $3 billion a year on vitamin and mineral supplements. But what we don't realize is that most of us can get the necessary nutrients from the foods we eat. Now you may be thinking, I don't have to worry about this now, I'm young. But experts disagree. They say that eating healthy is important at every age.
Well, right now, the young people are setting up their lifelong habits, and so it's easy if you can try getting balanced meals now, so that when you're much older, you're able to have those habits that are healthy and be more difficult to change down the road.
Young adults should be worried about their intake of food right now, is because what happens now will affect later on, because everything builds on top of each other. So you can start, clogging your arteries as early as, 10 or so, because you need higher amounts of fat as you're very young. It's important for brain development and other functions. But as you grow older, you need less and less of it. And it's going to start accumulating in the body even at the age, if you're in your teens.
We're beginning to recognize that nutrition early on does play out in terms of preventing the onset of chronic diseases that really hamper life in their future. But a lot of the teenagers that I talk to are very interested in the here and now. And so if we're thinking about the here and now, to be the most productive, to be the most active, to be the most engaged in life, to enjoy life the max, you need to have the vitamins and minerals working for you to produce those feelings of euphoria, to produce those feelings of carefreeness, to produce the energy necessary to keep up with the very active lifestyles that teenagers have.
Healthy things that add nutrition to your body, that help fight viruses or any attacks that your body may have.
I think of them as supplements, things that your body needs, but they aren't necessarily caloric, like they don't feed you, but you need them for your body to run well.
I don't know what they are, just stuff to help you feel better or that your body needs to make it so they can work properly.
Vitamins are found in the foods we eat, and they're also found in certain products that we drink. They're very helpful to the body. They help the processes of the body. And without them, we can't utilize the energy which we eat. The energy we get are, fats, proteins, and carbohydrates. And the vitamins help the processes of the body deal with these different energies.
There are 13 vitamins that are necessary for our body's function, and they provide energy, metabolism, they provide for protein to break down and use proteins in our bodies for the various things that we need, such as our skin integrity, maintaining our nervous system and our nerve cells within our brain and everywhere else that nerves operate. So vitamins are pretty critical.
The 13 vitamins are vitamins A, C, D, E, and K, plus 8 B vitamins. They are organic substances, which means they're found naturally in plant or animal substances, things like vegetables and meats. Both vitamins and minerals are important for good health, but minerals are inorganic, which means that they're found in non-living substances. There are 7 macro minerals, which are included in the U.S. government's recommended dietary allowance, and they include things like calcium and potassium. There are also numerous trace minerals that researchers are still studying to see exactly how they affect the body. Trace minerals include things like chromium, selenium, and zinc.
Minerals, much like vitamins, help in the everyday processes of the body. It's more like, you can look at it as this way, as kind of like the oil. And in certain oils you use in an engine, helps the motor run efficiently. This also helps in the exchange of everyday processes in the body and make it run efficiently.
guess, to have a full range of your meat, your protein, your vegetables, you know, a lot of green stuff, and orange juice.
I actually try to stay healthy. I eat a lot of vegetables. I try to keep lots of protein in my diet, so I eat meats. I usually like to eat a lot of carbohydrates, which is really bad, like pastas and breads. It's my enemy.
Our bodies need essential vitamins and minerals every day. And by eating a balanced diet, including a variety of foods from all the food groups, you can get all the nutrients your body needs. Nutritionists developed a food guide pyramid that details the types of food and portions we need in order to get that balanced diet.
The vitamins and minerals are needed for the metabolism, and you can get all of the vitamins and minerals you need from food. Really, if you follow the food guide pyramid and the way it's designed, it's set up to get the proper amount of vitamins and minerals, but you have to make sure that you eat enough foods.
What happened?
First, make a visual inspection to ensure that you've got a representation of all the food groups represented at your meal. Then secondly, decide how hungry are you, and then use that to dictate the portion amounts of each food group that you're willing to eat. That then...
Okay. Sorry, group. I was trying to put something in the chat, and I can't do that. I was going to tell you, pyramid was replaced with my plate, all right?
Intends to allow a person to make choices that remain healthy, but then also tends to match their appetite.
Here's how the pyramid breaks down. At the base of the pyramid are grains, pastas, breads, rice, and starchy vegetables like beans. Each day, you need between 6 and 11 servings from this group. The next tier houses two groups side by side. They are fruits and vegetables. You need 2 to 4 servings of fruit and 3 to 5 servings of vegetables in a variety of colors, primarily the dark green and orange ones, like romaine lettuce, spinach, broccoli, carrots, and squash. The next level of the pyramid houses the primary protein groups, which includes dairy, meat, poultry, fish, and soy products. You need 2 to 3 servings of dairy and 2 to 3 servings of fish, poultry, meat, eggs, or soy. And finally, the top of the pyramid houses fats. Now, fats are included in the pyramid because our bodies need them, but they should be used sparingly. So an example of a day's meals would include a bowl of whole grain cereal with skim milk and a glass of 100% orange juice for breakfast. A sandwich on whole wheat bread with turkey, cheese, and lots of crunchy vegetables for lunch. Maybe add some carrot sticks on the side and have an apple or banana for dessert. For dinner, try some soup with pasta and vegetables, your choice of meat, and a side salad. And also remember that it's okay to snack, but try to eat healthy snacks like lightly salted pretzels, air-popped popcorn without butter, fresh fruit, or raw vegetables. One thing that our experts want to reinforce is that you can eat a healthy diet and stay trim without cutting out some of the food groups. They say that dieters often drop out foods like meats, which have fat, or grains because they're carbohydrates. But the experts say that eating right is more important than not eating.
It's important to still think about vitamins and minerals despite what's going on among peers with the effort to lose weight, because the whole effort is to look good. And without the appropriate combinations of vitamins and minerals, your hair will lose its luster, your skin will lose its tone and its color. Dry skin is a very common deficiency for a lot of the B vitamins. And B vitamins get dropped out for persons that are trying to cut back on their carbohydrates. That's a very enriched source of those B vitamins. And for persons trying to cut back on meats because they feel that they're wanting to explore vegetarianism and they're not making the appropriate substitutions to complement that. So to cut out foods in order to maintain figures and to look good is really contradictory.
You have to be careful with a lot of low-fat foods. For one thing, you can eat too much of it, so you aren't eating, you know, like fruits and vegetables with higher amount of vitamins. You could eat too much of the lower fat and actually be starving your system as far as vitamins and minerals.
And the final piece of the puzzle is exercise. Whether it's playing a sport, dancing, or working out at the gym, getting your body moving is very important.
Exercise works in well with good nutrition, because the better you eat, the better you feel, and you'll be more apt to exercise. As well as if you're exercising, if you're putting the work in, you're not going to want to mess it up as much with, you know, the wrong kind of foods. And also, as you eat higher fattening foods, it tends to stay in your stomach longer, makes you feel lethargic, and you don't feel like working out.
Exercise fits into the picture primarily because it demands more of our intake of vitamins and minerals and calories. In order for our muscles to perform, you have to have the substrates available for them to do the energy metabolism at the cellular level, as well as have the proteins available for the muscles to regenerate or to renew themselves after the exercise. So people need to make sure that they're getting in a regular source of the vitamins and minerals in order to make their exercise most effective.
It means to me that you're not eating a very well-balanced diet, that you're not getting all of the chemicals that your body needs to work well.
And when you don't have enough vitamins to perform your daily tasks.
In third world countries, people suffer from severe vitamin and mineral deficiencies that result in disease and sometimes death. Extreme cases of deficiency are rare in the United States because the foods we eat are good sources of necessary nutrients. But that doesn't mean that deficiency is not a problem here. Cases of vitamin and mineral deficiency do exist. Symptoms include skin breakage, rash, fatigue, rapid weight change, hair loss, vision change, dizziness, and difficulty concentrating.
Many of the times you'll see those deficiencies show up over time. In severe cases where persons have chosen to really delete or take out food groups, you can see things like osteoporosis being manifested in very young people, such in their early 20s, and that's resulting from their deleting foods in their early teens, in their forming stages as they were growing.
If someone is thinking that they might have a vitamin or mineral deficiency, the first thing to do would probably go see a healthcare professional that can kind of analyze their diet and see what they're eating. Because oftentimes hair loss, dry skin could be fluid, it could be that they're not eating enough protein. So it's really could be a combination of things.
People who may be at risk of having a deficiency include dieters, strict vegetarians, people with food allergies, pregnant women, some infants, athletes, smokers, older adults, people recovering from surgery, and people who suffer from a chronic illness. If you fall into any of these categories, you may need to adjust your diet or take an additional vitamin supplement. Just be sure to consult a health professional for advice.
I I'm a vegetarian, and so lentils are an essential part of my diet, and usually lentils and rice complete all of like the food pyramid, I guess, so I don't take vitamin supplements.
I don't eat very much meat, and I definitely think that I don't get enough of certain foods. Like I definitely know I don't eat enough fruits and vegetables, and I don't drink any milk at all. So I take a calcium supplement and just like a regular vitamin supplement. I mean, I know that's probably not the same, you know, doing the same thing, but it makes me feel better about myself.
A lot of people think that a vitamin or mineral supplement is enough, that if they pop a pill, they're getting all the nutrients they need. But that's only part of the picture.
In order to use the vitamins in the supplement, vitamins and minerals that are available in the supplements, you do need to have a balanced meal for those vitamins to be used, engaged in the body.
By taking supplements and not getting the vitamins and minerals from food, you miss out on the energy, the calories that it provides, and you do need energy. Your body needs it to function. But you also miss out on a lot of the phytochemicals, the plant chemicals that are in the fruits and vegetables, and many of them aren't even, their prevention of cancer. There's so many other things that they may protect that we don't even know about yet. Plus they have fiber. So popping a pill doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get what you need.
One thing you have to realize with dealing with supplements is the companies are trying to sell a product, number one, and they will say anything and everything to get you to eat those or take those supplements. So, you know, they'll say, we have everything you need here, or all the vitamins and minerals you need here, or this will cause this to happen. And they're just trying to sell a product, and we still don't know all the vitamins and minerals we need on a day-to-day basis. And if you're really concerned with, you know, you're not eating a wide variety of fruits and vegetables, or, you know, getting the right things, then you might want to consider a multivitamin, which is fine. But other than that, it's just an expensive waste of money, pretty much. So.
A vitamin or mineral supplement is a great insurance policy, but it does not take away the need for eating a balanced diet. Supplements are not regulated by the Food and Drug Administration, so it can be hard to tell what's right for you. Remember to always consult a health professional before taking any type of supplement.
Certain vitamins you can overdose on, like I think it's beta-carotene. If you get too much, you turn a little orange.
Doesn't your hair fall out or something if you eat too many vitamins? It's what I've heard.
Definitely, you can get too much of a good thing. For example, calcium supplements, if you have too much of it, they cause constipation. And I mean, you can. Too much of a good thing is definitely possible.
Megadoses are quantities of a vitamin or mineral that is beyond what is known by science to be necessary for the body.
The megadosing on vitamins and minerals does happen, and if you look at some of the supplements on the back, they'll have 1,333% of the RDA. What happens when somebody megadoses, it can interfere with other vitamins and minerals, other nutrients, and can actually mask certain problems.
Plus, large doses of vitamin and mineral supplements can actually cause problems of their own. They can act like a drug and have very serious consequences, resulting in nausea, diarrhea, fatigue, hair loss, kidney stones, nerve damage, birth defects, and even death.
One of the benefits of getting your vitamins and minerals from food would be that you cannot megadose on vitamins and minerals because the foods just don't provide that amount.
And there are other dangers as well. Not all supplements are vitamins or minerals, and because they aren't regulated, you really don't know what you're getting in the jar.
Other supplements that are available on the market contain herbs, and these herbs are geared toward memory retention and making you more energetic, etc. The manufacturers of those herbs can get away with providing a modicum amount of that herb within that supplement and fill it up with fillers and chalks and stuff that will do absolutely nothing for the body, but they still can couch it as this herb supplement combination that's going to do wonders. They can do that because they're not regulated.
Young adults should also be cautious when they're thinking about taking supplements, because now they're also saying they'll speed up your metabolism, they'll do this and that. And it will speed up your metabolism, but what they're doing is putting ephedrine and caffeine in these products. And in fact, that will increase your heart rate and blood pressure. And if you have an existing problem, such as a weakness in a vessel, it could burst due to these products increasing your heart rate, and you could have a stroke or aneurysm or something like this.
If you are insistent on taking a supplement, protect yourself. Write down as much information as possible from the bottle and research it on the internet. Go to websites that are managed by healthcare professionals or talk to a doctor or nutritionist. Get good advice and be absolutely sure that the supplement in question is right for you. We've covered a lot of information here today, but the facts are simple. A healthy diet is important for people of all ages. Vitamins and minerals can be found in the foods we eat. They help the human body to function properly. By eating a balanced diet involving all of the food groups, we can get all the nutrients we need. Vitamin and mineral supplements are not necessary if you are eating a balanced diet. Mega doses of vitamins or minerals can be harmful to your health. And if you think you may need an adjustment in your diet or a supplement, it is best to contact a health professional for advice. For additional information on vitamins and minerals, you can call the American Dietetic Association's Consumer Nutrition Line at 1-800-366-1655, or go online and check out the National Health Information Center website. Their address is...
Okay. All right. That's it for today. Any questions? Again, your test will open and it's going to be on your 2 chapters on your vitamins. So again, the film gave you a nice overview about vitamins. It also touched on minerals. You should be reading on water and moving into your chapters, focusing on your minerals. Any questions before we close for today? Okay. All right. Everyone have a beautiful day, and email if you have any questions. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
That's when you're